Hey, Dr. Lorri here. I am actually walking back from a weight training workout and walking back to the house of where I'm currently staying. And I wanted to answer a quick question because someone asked me this question and I thought, you know what, other people might want to know this as well. So they are just starting a new exercise program for them, and it's actually Couch to 5K, trying to get themselves back into shape. And they said, should I be taking amino acids? What kind of supplements should I be taking? And when I look at supplemental intake, I really look at it as after we've completed the basics. And are you really good at your basics? And so by that, I mean, what does your daily food intake look like? Have you reduced your processed foods? Have you reduced your sugar? Are you eating mostly nature's carbs, which is mostly fruits and vegetables and not carbohydrates out of a box? Are you intaking enough water and hydrating your body? And when I look at that and what is enough hydration, I say a minimum. A minimum to start is to take in at least 8-ounce glasses. So that would be at least a minimum, bare minimum is 64 ounces. But then my next step is to take half of your body weight, let's just say you're 200 pounds, and take in half of whatever your body weight is in ounces of water. So if you're that 200 pounds, you would take in a minimum of 100 ounces of water. And then when I look at that, then I say, okay, I got my food dialed in, I got my hydration dialed in. Then I ask you, what does your sleep look like? How many hours of quality sleep are you getting a night? And what happens is that when we focus on these three main areas, you're getting back into exercise. This is even for advanced exercisers, that these three things have to be in place before I ever look at supplements, before I ever even recommend a supplement. And that doesn't mean that I don't look at lab work and I see like, hey, you might be deficient in something, but then we look at, can we get that deficiency fixed with food? And that to me is where I want you to think about, and not necessarily that you need to run and buy a supplement. I use supplements every day, and I'm absolutely a proponent of supplements, but it's not where you start. Where you start is the basics. Again, I'm looking at, what does my food intake look like? Am I taking in enough calories? And if you need help to figure out, am I taking in enough calories? Am I hydrated enough? Hydration, what's the color of your urine? It should be more lemonade than apple juice color. And that's when you first wake up in the morning, check the color of your urine. What color is it? That's a question that I ask everyone when they tell me, oh, I drink a ton of water. And then I always ask, well, what does a ton mean? Tell me in ounces. Show me what your water container looks like. And when you have a water container, I recommend that it is stainless steel or glass. And we want to try to reduce the plastics that we have in our life. There are too many toxins and too many microplastics that are breaking down. And these are called forever chemicals. They're staying in our body. So that's a whole other topic. But if you are carrying around a water container, please make sure that it is stainless steel or glass for the health of your own body and the health of our environment. So going back to these three things, what does your food intake look like? Are you eating more of nature's carbs and healthier foods? Not in processed, not in boxes. Are you taking in enough fluids? Are you hydrated enough? What color does your urine look like? And how many hours of sleep per night are you getting? And I have some people who tell me I can't get more than 4 hours of sleep. That's good for me. And I'm going to challenge you on that, because 4 hours of sleep is not good for anyone. What we need to do is allow our body and our brain to rest. Sleep is restorative for our brain, and it actually clears out all of the junk and actually goes in. I tell people it's like a CPU of an old computer, and it goes in and it cleans it out. And so that when we wake up, our brain is refreshed and ready to go for the new day. So what do I recommend? It depends on your age, but I would tell you on average, 6+ hours is probably where I'm going to start. But again, depending on your age. But those of you that are getting 4 to 5 hours, I'm going to challenge you to think about what it would look like to get 1 or 2 more hours of sleep. And let us look at that. So anyway, not the shortest video, but hopefully not the longest, and that you have some tips. I'd love to have you reach out to me, subscribe if you like the information, click like, so that I know that this information is helpful for you. Give me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want some help, some coaching, I offer free wellness consults, and we can talk about what's going on with you. My calendar link is in the text below. So let me know what you think. All right, hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.